Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM Dumpster Fire. Today we are here to watch a Color Street training video. I think I've spoken about Color Street maybe once before. I think I only have one other video made on them. So I haven't watched this. I'm blind reacting, so I have no idea what's gonna happen here, what's expecting us. But I thought it couldn't hurt to have another Color Street video on my channel. As always, big shout out to all of my channel members. I really appreciate you guys and everyone else who's watching. And don't forget that the free way to support my channel, I don't know how to speak today. The free way to support my channel would be to like, subscribe. I'm glad you all are here, and let's just put a little disclaimer in here and let's get into this video. Righty, so this was about 25 minutes, so I believe we're gonna be here for a while. So let's just get into it straight away.
Team, no excuses. I'm going to try to get through this fairly quickly. So I did this training for one of our upline leaders a few weeks back, and it's been highly requested that I do it in our team space for future reference. So that's why I'm here, and I'm going to try to go through my notes as quickly as possible because the last time I did this training, I lost my connection. Last time I did this training, it was very long-winded. So I'm going to try to move right along and get through this. So,
well, at least she's trying to not make us suffer for over an hour, which is what I always say, that these training calls, for what they are, they're pretty useless, let's be honest, most of the time. So for what they are, they're way too freaking long, okay? People have lives, families, stuff to do outside of this shitty business model that doesn't make them any profit. So let's just appreciate at least that she's trying to make this a little bit quicker, which 25 minutes is still long in my opinion. It probably could have been an email, but let's keep going.
When it comes to enrolling, there is really no secret sauce. There's nothing I can tell you that's just going to be like, oh, Danielle, that was the word I needed to hear. Now I can go enroll a whole team. Like, it doesn't work that way. So I'm sorry if that's what you were expecting, but that's not how it works with enrolling. So we did recently get an update from home office that they have changed the placement suite throughout the transition period, which ends September 30th. So that to me is golden. So if you hadn't heard yet, now if you are a senior team builder or above, you are able to place anywhere in your organization through the transition period. That is what is active as of right now. This is May of 2022. So to be an STB, a senior team builder, you need 3,250 capped group volume, and you need 2 senior stylist legs under you. So that means 2 totally separate legs with an cumulative 700 capped group volume. So it seems, you know, that's not hard to achieve, but for some people that is. So 3,250 group volume, that's quite a bit of volume, but it is doable. You can do it. You have to set your mind to it. You have to come up with a plan and work every day to get closer to that plan. And giving up is not going to get you there any sooner. So senior team builder and above can place anywhere in their organization.
Considering up to 99% of people, according to the FTC, never make any profit in all multi-level marketing companies, you should probably give up, because the odds, the statistics, the business model is quite literally against you. So you're just wasting your time. And I feel like I'm always repeating this, but it's so true. You are just wasting your time, your effort into something that's not giving you anything in return, when you could be doing something else, whether have your me time and do something else instead of this biz, or try to do something else that's going to give you something in return, you know? I love how her team is called No Excuses. That's just so cringy. It's so typical for a multi-level marketing hunt.
Through September 30th. And this is critical. Like, this is huge. If you are wanting to build a team, or maybe you are already a leader and you want to grow your organization, this is huge. So enrolling is key right now, you guys. I would love to know in the comments, do you have a goal to enroll? you shouldn't be watching this if you don't. So drop me a heart in the comments if you have a goal of enrolling or someday being a leader. Maybe you don't want to do it right now, but maybe later on enrolling is something that you would like to do. So
okay, so she just said that this is a pyramid scheme. Am I the only one that heard that? She said recruiting, aka enrolling, is key. If the key to your business success, to you making money, is recruiting other people, then you're in a pyramid scheme. It's as simple as that. So that's what you just said. So thank you for making my job easier here.
All right. My secret sauce to enrolling is to be confident in our amazing product, our committed CEO, the home office team, and yourself. All of those things combined are going to really set you up to be able to enroll. Now, I know that's not like, oh, okay, I'm confident in our product, I'm confident in our committed CEO, you know, all the things, but truly that's what it boils down to, is you've got to have confidence in the product that you are sharing. You have to have confidence in the man that is leading this fierce train that we are all on, Mr. Fa Park. If you don't know him, you need to watch his story. You need to listen to him speak, because that man is loyal and committed like nothing I've ever seen in my life. He has been working on this dream since I was a baby. That is a long time, you guys. You need to be confident in the home office team who is there to support us. And most importantly, you've got to be confident in yourself. You cannot share this product and this opportunity if you are not confident in yourself. The foundation needed for you to begin enrolling is commitment in your business and consistency in your business. If your VIPs, if your followers, if your audience does not know, like, and trust you, they will not do business with you, and they darn sure will not join your team. So ask yourself, how is my personal business? Am I showing up in my personal business? What does that look like? What does my VIP group look like? When is the last time I've done a party? What did that party look like? Did I share the business in that party? Think about all of those things. What does your personal business look like? Because if your personal business is not a strong foundation for you to build off of, then you need to pump the brakes, stop worrying about enrolling, and make sure your VIP group is on point. Make sure that you yourself are on point and working your business and ready to enroll before you jump ahead to enrolling. This is a business. Are you treating this like a business? Are you showing up daily? This business truly works if you work it, you guys. I say that all the time. I know it probably sounds so corny and you get tired of hearing me say this, but this is not...
I'm sure my viewers are getting tired of me saying this as well, but whenever they say this, I just have to counter them by saying it's not going to work for you, because 99% of people across all multi-level marketing companies never make any profit. And this is according to the FTC. All the links are going to be linked down in the description box if you are new here. But yeah, it doesn't matter how often you show up. It doesn't matter how long you show up. The only few ways for you to be successful in a multi-level marketing company is if you have a big following on social media, or if you join early enough so that you can recruit and rank and advance quick. Those are the only few ways. You're really wasting your money, your time here in a multi-level marketing company, and you're also scamming other people out of money with false promises. But that's just my opinion, of course.
It's a business that you sign up for and you just sit back and you're like, where's the money? Show me the money. I'm here. No, you guys, it is a business. You must be committed. You must show up. You must commit time. You must put in some work in order to see the benefits, okay? So, how is your mindset and your attitude? Those two things are key, you guys. I can't tell you how many dark places I have visited, and sometimes visited way too long, because my mindset and my attitude were not on point. I did not have the mindset and the attitude of a business owner. I didn't. And I'll admit that, because when you allow negativity and darkness to consume you and you get comfortable there, it is so flipping hard to get.
Okay, but you're not a business owner if you join Color Street or any other multi-level marketing out there. It's not your business. You're not a business owner. You're not your own boss. You can be terminated and you're just an independent contractor. You're not a business owner. So you telling yourself that it is a business or whatever, your mindset around it is not going to change the fact that it's not your business. It's not. You're a contractor. So there's that.
Get out, you guys. I'm telling you because I've been there and I can tell you how hard it is to get out of that valley once you settle in and get comfortable. So if you are in that valley right now, the only way you're going to get out is by starting to take steps to go. Okay. So, what you give power to has power over you. You have to remember that. And I've had to tell myself that on multiple occasions because I was in those negative spots. I was in those valleys. I was in those rain clouds that I thought were never going to end. And I started to just say, okay, well, maybe this isn't meant for me. Maybe I'm never going to book a party. Maybe I'm never going to have anybody trust me enough to allow me to lead them. Maybe I'm never going to have VIPs that respond when I make posts in my group that I feel like are amazing. And I allowed that negativity to just eat at me and eat at me. And I got really comfortable there because I allowed the enemy to come in and settle into my mind. And what I gave power to eventually had power over me. So you have to remain positive. Feed your mind with positivity. And there's so many different ways that you can do that. You can do that by surrounding yourself with positive people. Get yourself an accountability partner. Listen to some podcasts. Listen to some YouTubers. Listen to motivational speakers. Go to church. Whatever it is that you do, you have to fill yourself with positivity. And it's so true. You are the average of the people you spend the most time with. So what are you surrounding yourself with? You might need to get some positive people in your life, you guys. Maybe the people you're surrounding yourself with are feeding that negativity and you need to tell them, I'm sorry, but I have goals in my life. I have a vision and I've got to take a step back. I mean, you don't have to be rude about it.
Okay, so yeah, get rid of everyone who doesn't agree with you and get rid of everyone who has a different opinion than you on this amazing opportunity, apparently, which is something that sadly we hear a lot of MLM reps advising other people, their downline, to stop talking to their family, their friends, whoever doesn't support their biz. But just because they don't support you doesn't mean that they're jealous or that they don't want the best for you. They know that you leaving the multi-level marketing company would be the best thing for you. That's why they're trying to get you to do it. They see that you're working your ass off and not getting anything in return. They just want to help you. But of course, they don't want you to hear the voice of reason. They want you to get rid of it so that you're trapped in this saying the same stuff to each other and just staying in this MLM for longer when the business model is set up for them to fail. You're just failing. And it's not because you don't work hard enough. It's because you're doomed to fail from the start. So that just pisses me off when they try to say that's negative. Whoever doesn't agree with you is just being negative. So you need to stop talking to them. No, you don't have to share the same opinion about everything with everyone in your life. Like, what? We're not all the same people. And this is not just about network marketing. We're going to have different opinions on a lot of the things. That doesn't mean that we can't hang out and talk even about our different opinions. And you know what I mean? It's just so weird.
But you have to surround yourself with positive people. Speak positivity over you and your business. And I know you guys are going to think this is corny, but I would love for you to tell me, I am, and fill in the blank. Because when you speak positivity over yourself, not only are you giving yourself that confidence, but you are giving yourself that belief, and you have to believe in yourself. Believing in yourself is half the battle. So when you wake up in the morning and you stand up and you say, I am an amazing leader. I am a strong seller. I am an amazing mother. I am a phenomenal business owner. Whatever it is, you speak that positivity over yourself and you see how much that changes your mindset. I'm telling you.
Okay, but you telling yourself every morning that you're a business owner doesn't change that you don't have your own business and that you're not a business owner. How is that even a good advice? You saying that you're a business owner doesn't make you a business owner. Where is your business? Are you the CEO of Color Street? No, you're not. Are you the co-founder? No, you're not. It's not your own business.
I know you guys think it's crazy, but I may or may not have Post-it notes around my house with things on that so that I'm reminded daily of the person that I am and the worth that I have. And you have to remind yourself of that. You have to speak those things over yourself. Something else that you can do that will really help you build that confidence and belief in yourself is asking your VIPs. Reach out personally and say, hey, Danielle, I would just love to know, why do you choose to do business with me? Out of everybody out there, why do you choose me?
Oh yeah, why don't you fish for compliments, eh?
Or if you are already a leader, reach out to your downline and just say, hey, Danielle, if you don't mind me asking, why did you choose to enroll with me? There are so many stylists out there. There are so many leaders out there. Why did you choose me? And just see what they say. You guys will be surprised. Do it. That will help build your confidence and your belief in yourself. I promise you. I've done it before with my VIPs, and some of the things they told me, I was like, wow. Because a lot of times I feel like I'm failing in my personal business. I'm just going to be real raw with you guys. I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like, there are people out there that are outworking me. I feel like a lot of not so worthy things of myself. And when I connect with my VIPs and I hear positive things from them, nothing fuels my fire more than that. And sometimes it's just hearing, Danielle, I choose you because you're passionate. I choose you because you're committed. I choose you because you're fun. I choose you because you show up no matter what it is. And I'm like, oh, that's why I'm doing this. That is why I'm here. That is why I show up every day. So ask your customers, ask your team, and see what they say. A lot of times we are our own worst enemy because we are so hard on ourselves, when really we are doing a lot better than what we give ourselves credit for. Trust me, you guys. Okay. So build the foundation and it will grow. Remember that you always have to walk before you run. And you guys, something I think about a lot is, most of you probably have kids. If you don't, one of these days you probably will. But when my children were learning to walk, they fell so many times. They fell so many times. Mama wasn't always there to catch them. But when they kept falling, I don't think my kids ever thought to themselves, walking isn't for me. I'm never gonna walk. No. They kept getting back up and they kept on trying.
Because they're a baby. What are you talking about?
They kept on trying. And before you knew it, they were walking. And then lo and behold, what happened next? They were running. They were running from mama. Okay. So you have to remember that you must walk before you run. You must crawl before you walk. So keep that in mind. And are you showing up daily? Are you showing up in your VIP? Are you sampling people? Are you doing parties? Because if you are doing all of those things, the enrollments will follow. When I have a slower season of enrolling, I think to myself, how many parties have I been doing? When's the last time I sent a sample out? When's the last time I even shared the business with somebody? Because there are steps that you must do before you get to the enrolling. You cannot just join a business and say, I'm gonna grow a team. That is not how Color Street works. Color Street is not a pyramid scheme. We do not get paid off our enrollments other than getting paid off of our organization, but we do not make a dime off of enrollments when people join our team. So it is not like typical companies out there where people are getting paid to enroll. That is not how this works.
We're not a pyramid scheme and we don't get paid for enrollment, except that we do get paid for building the organization by enrolling other people. Is that what she just said? If you have to say that your business is not a pyramid scheme, I think that's a pretty big red flag on its own. You never hear a legitimate employer telling you on an interview for a job, I promise we're not a pyramid scheme. Okay, we're a legit company. We're not a scam. That's a red flag if someone has to say that. But also, this whole thing is mostly focused on you enrolling other people. So that shows how much enrollment is important, which, as we all know, well, most of us at least probably know that if most money comes from recruitment, it's a pyramid scheme.
Paid to share a product. So if anybody ever says Color Street's a pyramid scheme,
No, you don't get paid to share product. You get paid to sell or to recruit, aka build your organization, your two legs. That's what you get paid for. You're not paid when you make a post about Color Street products. Making the post does not pay you. So you're not getting paid to share. It's just false.
You can show them that difference right there, that no, Color Street stylists get compensated by sharing a product. We do not make 50% off of
No, they don't. You don't get paid for sharing product. You don't get paid for sharing, lady. What are you talking about? Jesus Christ.
enrollments or whatever these other companies do. So just keep that in your back pocket. This business is built off of a product that we share, and that comes from sampling people, doing parties, all of that, right? Okay. I'm not going to get on that tangent. I almost did, and I had to just pump my brakes for a minute. Like, Danielle, you're not here to talk about that, okay?
Oh, please. I would love to hear a tangent on why Color Street is not a pyramid scheme and how anti-millennials are haters. I would love to see that, lady.
Okay. All right. So I want to talk to you guys about fun. So think to yourself, am I having fun with this? Am I being bold? I always tell people you need to share the Color Street business opportunity just like the Girl Scouts ask you if you want to buy cookies. Those cute little Girl Scouts, lo and behold, they will ask every single person, would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies? A lot of people tell them no. A few people tell them yes, but guess what? When I walk by them and I say, no, thank you, I just bought some last week, they're like, okay, thank you. And then the next person walks by, hi, would you like to buy some cookies? That's how we need to be. We need to have that boldness that the Girl Scouts do. And we need to walk up to people and we need to share the business with them. Think about if the person had not shared the business with you that got you started with this, right? Okay. Be bold.
The fact that she just said you have to be like a child who's trying to sell cookies is just mind-boggling to me. How professional. What a professional comparison, isn't it?
Share about this business on your personal page, on your stories. Okay? That was something that I've struggled with for a really long time. But then I thought to myself, you know, those that matter to me, they're not going to mind that I'm sharing my success, that I'm sharing my product. And those that do care, okay, peace, leave. I really don't care. So you don't have to be spammy about it either. I'm not saying to show up every single day cramming nail polish down people's throats. They know that we share this product, but there are ways to go about sharing on your personal social media without being spammy. And maybe I need to do a training on that and talk about how you can sprinkle Color Street into your personal page and your stories and all that jazz. So authentic. Are you being authentic? So are you being you? Are you sharing shout outs when your upline recognizes you and creates them cute shout out graphics? Are you sharing those in your stories? Are you sharing those with your VIPs? Are you sharing on your personal page? When you get gifts from Color Street or your upline, are you sharing those? You guys, those are the perfect ways to sprinkle Color Street into your life on social media. Is let's say that you get something from your upline for, you know, having a phenomenal month or something, sharing that with your followers and letting them know, sharing it with your VIPs and thanking them for their support and saying, without you guys, I wouldn't have been able to do this. What about personal goals and achievements? Let's say that you set a goal to sell 300 PV in a month and maybe you ended up with 400 PV. Share that accomplishment, because not only did you reach your goal, but you exceeded it. And that's something to brag about. And I hope that you are setting goals in your business, because this is a business. And if you don't set goals, you don't have a map. You don't have directions. You don't know where the hell you're going. So I don't know where you're going to end up. You have to set goals. If you don't, you're just going to have some mediocre month and you're probably not going to be happy with yourself. And then that's going to lead to discouragement, which is going to lead to negativity. And before you know it, you're going to be under that dark cloud of rain that I was talking about earlier. You have to set goals every single month. You have to know where you're headed, what you need, how you're going to get there, or else you're going to end up on a road to nowhere fast. It's happened to me several times. Relationships. We need to be building relationships. And remember that enrolling and starting a business is about them, not you. This is about our people, not us. It's not what you can do for me. It's what can I do for you. And remember that we are Color Street farmers. So what does that mean? It is our job to share. It is our job to plant seeds. So you may go out and you may plant 50 seeds today, but guess what? Those 50 seeds are not going to sprout corn or tomatoes or flowers or whatever it is that you're planting. It's going to take time. You have to keep showing up. You have to keep taking care of those seeds. And eventually you're going to see the flower or the fruit or the plant or whatever it is that the seed was planted for. So that is our job, to plant those seeds and know that you will reap the benefits of that someday. When is that day? We don't know, but you have to stay committed. You have to stay the course and know that eventually those people that you share the business with, if and when they are ready, they're going to remember, hey, Danielle talked to me about this. I need to go back to her and let her know I'm ready for something fun. I'm ready for something for myself. I'm ready for something to make some extra side money. I'm ready for enter whatever it is. Okay, I told you guys I was gonna make this quick and I'm not. I'm talking so much. Okay, nail bars. Are you doing nail bars? Remember that the majority of the stylists that you meet are going to come from nail bars. It's either going to be a guest that was in the nail bar or it's going to be your hostess. Share the opportunity with your hostesses and be sure to share it with the guest. Something that is huge, do not forget about our stylist locator. If you go to colorstreet.com, you can type in and see the top 5 stylists in your surrounding area, and you can see if you fall on that. But with all of this paid advertising and paid marketing and stuff that Color Street is doing, there are quite a few leads that are coming in, and they are being filtered through the stylist locator. So what does that mean? Let's say that I show up and, you know, I'm in Cedarville and I want to start a Color Street business, or I want to place an order. I am not going to be able to place an order or join Color Street without being connected with a stylist. There is not a single order or a single stylist that comes into Color Street without being connected with a stylist or with a leader. So when I come in and I say, okay, this is my area, I want to join or I want to place an order. If I'm not connected with a stylist, it's going to go in and it's going to go to those stylists that fall in that stylist locator. And it's going to say, here are the top 5 stylists in your area. And then you choose the one that you want to shop with. And how does that happen? It is based upon your sales, your enrolling, how you onboard new stylists. So how many stylists have you helped to achieve their jump starts, and your rank. And it is the top 5 within a 25-mile radius. And this repopulates every single month when commissions run. So
it doesn't give the smaller stylist a chance at all. This just proves that these people at the top few percent, if even few percent, are the ones that are just going to pop up on this search when people are trying to buy or join. It's just crazy. Like, you literally have no chances. If you are not at the top, you have no chance of a breakthrough to get to the top. It's just ridiculous, which is the whole point. Only the top 1% or less earn money and can actually get somewhere with this business model. It's working against the 99%.
Maybe you have, you know, a good month and then you have a not so good month. It's okay, because every single time commission runs, this updates. So if you are curious, go look and see if you fall in the top 5 in that 25-mile radius of where you are. Okay, so what happens when somebody says, hey, I'm interested in this business. I want to know what you do. I know I'm old school, but you guys, get them on the phone. Get them on the phone so that you can talk to them. Our brains, especially women, our brains are wired to find everything wrong. Our brains are wired to think negative about everything. So somebody says, I've got this great business opportunity I want to talk to you about. Oh, I don't know enough people. Oh, I'd never be able to do that. I'm not a people person. I can't sell things. I can't this. I can't that. I can't this. But what if? Okay? So you get people on the phone and you talk to them and you let them know, okay, how do you feel about this? What are your concerns? A lot of times they will talk themselves into it, okay? And you are just there to listen. If they ask a question, you are there to answer that question. But be prepared to overcome objections. I wrote that on my notes. We are wired to think negatively. I already talked about that. Now, this is what I want you to do, because I don't want you to be some a-hole and somebody gives you an objection and you're like, okay, well, blah, 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 and you know, you start being rude. No, you need to relate to people. So how do I do that? I'm going to give you guys a scenario of myself. Back when I joined, like 4 years ago, or yeah, 4 years ago. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay. That's a long time. So when I joined, I didn't have time. Okay, I really thought I didn't have time. Back then I was working as a nurse. My husband owned his own construction company, which I was managing and running from home on top of nursing. and 3 kids. Jalen was 2. The boys were both in travel baseball at the time. So you guys can only imagine how crazy my life was. And I was trying to succeed at a different network marketing company, which I had tried for 3.5 years and did not do well. Color Street was a breath of fresh air. Like my first week as a stylist, I thought, if I had known this a long time ago, I would have joined, because the other company, Color Street, blew them out of the water tremendously. I was like, wow, I wish I had the support and the resources with that company that I have with Color Street, because God only knows where I would have been with that company. But I didn't, and I'm here now, and this company is bomb, and I'm a lifer. So I'll be here preaching 10 years from now.
Oh my sweet Jesus, I really think that the lifer thing is very cultish, but also the whole spiel about how Color Street is different than other MLMs is just, it's nothing new. We've heard it before. It's not different. All of the MLMs work the same way. They are working against the little people at the bottom who are trying to succeed. They're not different in any way, but anyway.
So anyhow, somebody comes to you, Danielle, and says, I would love to do this. I love the product, but I just don't have time. Danielle, I completely understand how you feel. In fact, I felt that same exact way back when I joined 4 years ago. But what I have found is I was able to fit it into the cracks of my life. Facebook has this amazing Facebook scheduling feature that I utilize all the time when I have downtime, and I fit the business right into the cracks whenever I can.
You have to do this on your downtime. So instead of you actually enjoying your downtime, taking care of your mental and physical health, taking care of yourself, instead of that, you have to utilize this Facebook scheduling thing, and you have to schedule all the posts that you're going to post. That's not your downtime then. It's not your downtime anymore. Instead of you resting, recovering, and recharging your batteries, you're going to be working for free. You don't have your downtime anymore. You have to sacrifice your me time to work something that's never going to get you any profit.
So you relate to people. You meet them where they're at. You don't make it about you. It is all about them and how this business can help them, how you can support them, and you meet them exactly where they are at. So that's all I have on my notes. One thing I do want to add, though, because I was just having this conversation with a leader today, is you have got to find that line between relating and trying to meet them where they're at and being pushy. Okay, you don't want to get to the point where you feel scared to reach out, or you feel like you are forcing somebody to do something they don't want to do. Because if you have to beg them or bug them to join, then what is leadership going to look like with them? You are not going to want somebody that you have to twist their arm to get them to start this business. You want people that are motivated, people that have goals, people that are ready to treat this as a business. So if you feel that you have these people that you are just spamming all the time, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have reached out to her 50 times and she ignores me every time. Well, if you are spending all of your time putting all your eggs in one basket, then you are probably letting people pass you by that are ready for this business, and they're joining with other people because you are so hung up on these 1 or 2 or 3 people, and you are not out doing parties, you are not out sharing the business, and you are letting those people pass you by and get connected with the stylists who are out there working their business. Know that once you plant that seed, if that person is intentional about this business and it is something that really interests them, they are going to be behind the scenes looking into the company, asking you questions, researching the company like the FBI, just like I did before I joined. I literally wanted to find something wrong with this business. Like I was bound and determined that I was going to find some fine print that was like, see, I knew it was too good to be true. I researched and researched and researched, and finally my husband was like, what do you have to lose? You are going to get 10 sets of nail polish in that starter kit, which, yeah, it was 10 sets back then. He's like, you're going to get 10 sets of nail polish in that starter kit with a bunch of business supplies. And if worse comes to worse, you've got 10 sets that you're going to wear regardless. So why are you not buying that dang kit? And I'm like, you right. Okay, let me.
Okay, first of all, you have so much to lose. You have a lot to lose. You can go into debt. You are losing your downtime because now you have to work instead of having your actual me time, right? You can lose a lot of money. You can lose family and friends because usually you are programmed to exclude and stop talking to anyone and everyone who doesn't support your biz. You have a lot to lose, okay? It's not risk-free, but also if you try to research, if you actually did proper research on multi-level marketing, you would see a ton of different red flags and you would find a ton of reasons why not to join, which just means that when you were researching, you didn't actually research it properly, because if you have, you wouldn't have joined. But anyway,
sign up and get my thing. So that's what I did. So anyhow, you guys, I hope this helped. If you would just drop me a little comment and let me know what you took away from this. And that's all I ever ask when I go live, because I always like to know that at least one person took something from my message. So you guys, I hope it helped, and I will talk to you all soon.
Well, as usual, I personally don't think that this was helpful at all, but maybe that's just me. You let me know down below what you thought about this one. I think it was a lot of BS. And like I said, if you did properly research, you wouldn't have joined network marketing, because there's so much information out there, and it's just clear that you can't, like, you researching Color Street's site is not actual research. You have to get out of their own site, because of course they're not going to share the bad sides of this business. You know, you have to look out elsewhere for information as well, not just on their official page. That's not proper research. But yeah, let me know down below what you thought about this. I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna wrap that one up here. As always, thank you so much for watching, and big shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here, and everyone else who's watching. Please don't forget that the free way to support my channel is to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Bye.